Hello, friends. Welcome back to Player's Companion. As always, I am Dustin.
I'm Haley.
And this week, we decided to play a game. So, as of the time of this recording, it's a very weird time in the tabletop industry. In the meantime, we thought we would play a game to lighten the mood a bit. So, we borrowed this game from the fine folks over at XP to Level 3. Jigman Spencer, if you haven't watched their channel before, definitely go and give them a shot.
One of our favorites.
The maker of the book we're looking at today, which is the Tome of Beasts 3, the fourth monster manual by Kobold Press. This is the most recent one they've put out, and they make some very fine materials that are compatible with 5e and other systems. They also make Pathfinder-compatible versions of a lot of their other books and everything, too. They have their own mythological world, but everything is compatible with them, so, check them out as well. So Haley she's made a selection of several beasts from this book, and will challenge me to see if I can recognize what they are, what they do, and how hard they might be based on the visuals alone.
The challenge begins. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to fail this so hard, but I'm going to try.
That makes it more fun, though, if you get them wrong. Alright, here's the first one.
Oh, man. It looks like Baby Groot.
What type of creature is it?
I'm going to say he's a blight of some sort. The tree people in D&D are blights. It's like if Groot had a baby with Puss in Boots. This is a Thornblade blight, I'm going to say. And he can grow, because he's got a rapier here.
Thorn rapier.
But it's covered in thorns, so I'm going to say he grows that out of his body and, stabs you with it. Maybe he defends plant life or something like that.
What do you think the challenge
is? Okay, so he looks like he could challenge a player or two. I think you'd find a group of these guys. So I think he's a CR 3.
So there's like a subcategory of the main race, I guess? But they're called Eliumiti. But they're onion people.
Oh.
And our friend over here is called a rapscallion.
Okay.
So they're onion people.
I actually really like that, though. That's pretty.
No.
That's a very clever name.
They're just crave adventure, and they leave their communal gardens to find it, so they're like scoundrels, acrobats, minstrels, sailors kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My favorite says, rapscallions usually mean trouble. Some sailors take them on long journeys at sea, counting on some help or possibly even a meal.
Oh no.
So they save them from scurvy.
Don't eat the onion people. That's terrible. They have camouflage in plant life and
tearful stench.
A tearful stench. Okay, so I like this also. They can so he's swinging on the vine here. I guess he can grow the vine also and swing away from the person who's attacking.
I like their pungent retort.
Yeah.
So they might make like natural bard characters, it sounds like.
That's
Charisma's an 18 on this guy.
That's pretty good. Okay, challenge rating 2. It wasn't too far off.
Here's this one.
Okay, so it's a Birdman.
Yeah, what is its race?
He's got 1 foot. Okay, so let me think, because there's a couple things that he reminds me of. Mm-hmm. So 1 is Skeksis from Dark Crystal.
That's why I picked it.
Okay. 2 is a Las Vegas pigeon, because it only has 1 foot. All of our pigeons here are...
I think that's everywhere, because of stepping gum and stuff.
They're in terrible condition out here, though. And he also has a turkey gobbler neck hanging down there. So... what would he be called? It's a buzzard of some sort. He's got fire in his gullet there. So he is a flame-blooded buzzard.
Okay. Alright, what's he do?
He is... Okay, so so he's got the fire, and he's got a pouch around his waist, so that's going to be spell components. So he's like a Kinko's Birdman, but he's a sorcerer, and he shoots fire-related spells. And I don't know why he only has 1 leg, maybe just for flavor. Oh, and
challenge rating.
I'll go 5.
Chimozit. Chimozit? I'm having trouble pronouncing.
You pick guys you couldn't tell the names of.
So it is a cruel fiend. At night, it uses its inner light and song to lure the unwary or the desperate into its clutches.
So it's kind of like a siren, then, but much less attractive. With his beak and with his crutch, I guess they all just have 1 leg.
Nailed the challenge rating.
Oh, yeah. See, there we go. Perfect. 300 feet. His song enchants people to 300 feet away with a DC 15. That is actually really hard. Well, that's something. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
All right.
So, obviously, it's a crab. I didn't know first off that it has katanas, and it's a katana and a wakizashi. And it has like a samurai helmet shape to its head because it's got the side panels.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah.
There, yeah. So this is a crab samurai or a crabberai. I'm gonna guess that he is large size because he's got full size swords. He's gonna be a CR 7, and I think he just roll and slashes the hell out of you. I doesn't need anything more than that.
Drop the mic on that name.
Okay.
Samurai crab.
Nice. A good pick for that one. You know what I'd enjoy.
I was like, oh, samurai crab? That one's going. Challenge 6. Ooh, close.
Okay.
Some say they are cursed warriors. Others say they were wizard experiment gone wrong. Some salvage their swords from shipwrecks, while others seem to be hatched with them.
So they come out of their egg with
a
fully
sword.
forged samurai katana.
They have fighting stances.
Hard shell and soft shell fighting stances. It's good stuff. That's a good find.
Okay, this one might be my favorite one.
I'm gonna say this is a living potion, not grape jelly. So that would be the second guess. I'll go with a CR. That's a 2 on this, but I think it's gonna come out of the bottle like a mimic and you try to drink it, and obviously that claws will slash in the face, or if you drink it, it's just gonna like
Give you a stomachache?
go around your guts. Well, I say you have to, a real bad stomach. Yeah, they make it like a con save to vomit it back up so you can actually fight it.
It's a doppelixer.
Okay, I like that name. It's pretty good.
So I just like the backstory of this. That an alchemist fed blood from a mimic mixed with magical liquids to a blood ooze.
So yeah, it's claw or slam attack. So it just punches you and telepathically urges you to drink it.
Challenge rating's only 1, but you were close.
Oh no, what is this?
This is my favorite art.
There's a few things going on here. So
There are, yes.
for one, it's almost vaguely sexual. Just because he's flesh colored, he has a flesh colored protuberance hanging out. I also think it's funny that his prey is completely transfixed by this and over here, and doesn't notice that he's 12 inches away. What, monitor fish? Is that right? The ones with the light on their head. Okay, I'm gonna say he is a dwarf, monitor. It's a monitor dwarf.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say he's a CR 2. I mean, he's only killing a bunny here. Enchanting light, 30 feet radius. You see it. He charms you, comes in, tries to drink your blood. Claws and teeth attacks.
So you're right, there's a dwarf.
Oh, okay. It's angler.
How did you know it's a dwarf, though?
He looks like a dwarf. He's got a
He
beard.
looks like an old man with pointy teeth and sharp nails.
It was like a dwarf who filed his teeth. I was a little under on the challenge rating.
Okay, so it's supposed to be like they got this from living in deep caves.
Okay.
So,
But it was a beautiful tan, though.
maybe he uses this to tan his own light. When a unlucky creature steps too close into the light, the angler dwarf surprises and attempts to consume it.
A 90-foot charm radius with
Challenge rating
14.
4 as well.
It's a little harder than I would be.
Oh, they have a symbiotic relationship with tiny elementals that reside in the tendrils that grow from their heads.
A whole
Very
book could be
interesting.
written on
The history of the angler dwarf.
the biology of them. They have this.
You know what else needs to be written? Angler dwarf erotica. This one.
I believe this is some sort of an elemental.
Okay.
I mean, obviously made of rock. Looks like he's got like a snowy kind of thing going on here, and a cliff face there. I'm gonna say this is a mountain elemental. I'm going to hazard that he's very, very large, being made from a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say he's probably like a CR. I'm gonna go higher on this. I'm gonna say he's probably like a 12. He might not have a lot of particular powers, other than maybe he's like a bludgeoning thing that can destroy vehicles and walls, and he can powerful. So maybe he can do earth molding, as most of the rock elementals can. Earth elementals can go through the ground.
So I knew you were going to get that it was an elemental, but I chose it to see what you thought that it might be.
Okay.
So it is actually, you got the snow part, but it's a permafrost.
Oh, what an interesting choice.
Yeah,
for
I thought it was
that.
interesting.
Okay, so he does have the earth glide. He can do that, sure. He's not as big as I thought, so he's challenge rating 6, not 12. I do like this thing, though. So in this
Plague?
Yeah, the Plague and Frigid Footprint. So in addition to his just punching everything and be able to travel through the dirt, he freezes everything within 10 feet of where he steps. DC 14 con save or be infected with a primordial plague. So he's still kind of similar to an Earth Elemental, but he's got the added benefits of the freezing terrain and the plague. I like him. It's very creative.
Alright, here's the next one.
He is undead, some sort of zombie. He's in a swamp, hole in his chest, glowing blue energy, blue ooze kind of his hands. Let's say he's an ooze zombie. He's filled with, it looks like energy, but it's like flowing out of his claws. So I'm gonna say that his body is filled with ooze. Like he's a guy who died from trying to drink part of a gelatinous cube. It melted his insides. It's kind of red and raw around his mouth and his rib cage, so he tried to drink it and it ate part of his face and like ate away at him here, and now he is just, the ooze just is forever coming out of his body.
So what does he do? He just
he just stands there and oozes, and everyone goes, ew. Okay, so it's not, he still wants to eat flesh, tries to bite you, tries to claw you, but he has digestive acid, like the ooze. He has extra acid damage, and maybe some sort of a cool, creepy iridescence, because I see his veins are kind of glowing as well. Just a 2.
Lake Scourge Lotus. You were very wrong.
Nothing at all like what I said. Okay. He was undead, though. I knew that.
Yeah. So the followers of an evil water god created the Lake Scourge Lotus by implanting seeds in the chest of waterlogged corpses.
It slowly poisons the waters that are around it. It can shoot poisonous water jets.
That's really cool. That should have been the drawing.
I picture that being from its mouth. If he touches the water, he can become a reflection on the top of the water and isn't immune to non-magical damage. CR5, a little harder than I thought, but it has a lot more like magical kind of crazy abilities going on here. So it's pretty scary monster.
What does that look like, Dust?
Well, I don't like it. This is a large maggot. That is its name.
Maggot combo.
Large, right. It can burrow. It doesn't have any legs. Probably tremor sense. Pops out of the ground. It's got 6 arms. It probably does still have a grapple ability of some sort, but I know its hands are different colors. They're much more red than the rest of its body, so maybe it has the ability, like it can sink its hands into you, like it has a really hard, like, burrow into your skin kind of power. But one other thing, it does have a huge noggin, so instead it's got some sort of echolocation. Maybe that's a tremor sense. Challenge rating, I'm gonna go more than 4 on this guy. I think it's just gross. So I don't like him.
A ley wanderer.
Oh, okay. So he's got some sort of a ley line thing going on with it?
They feed on magical energy.
Man, these guys are a lot harder than I thought. With a CR7, 3 times a day teleport, and
they can drain magic items, which is scary.
So they can either eat 1d6 charges off of an item that you have, or drain and destroy a potion or a spell scroll. Everything else has their effects suppressed for a minute. That's pretty harsh.
That's like detrimental.
And they heal off of it while they're doing so. That would be the worst thing. Just imagine walking around like a level 9 like spell scroll that you've been pocketing and saving for like your final in-game boss, and this guy just comes up underground behind you and it's gone. He just teleports next to you, drains all your scrolls, and then bounces out, and you never know.
But you know what? If you did that, your friends would never play with you as a DM again.
That would be
just a warning out there. What is this?
Oh, okay. Well, it's a meerkat, so that's a thing. Or is it just a meerkat?
I'm not answering questions. This is not the Q&A portion.
It would be strange if they just had just a meerkat in the middle of the Tome of Beasts. So I'm going to say that this looks like a mound of rock that they're on, but it's actually like a large plateau in Arizona somewhere. So this is a meerkat, giant.
Oh, okay.
They can burrow, they can charm, because they're very cute. I don't know what else they would do. Challenge rating 4. They may also have some sort of like a subtype celestial that will explain why they're so gosh darn big.
Gotcha.
Damn it is a normal one. Well, I hope it's still a CR4. Is this around 0? Oh, come on. For our final... okay, after the last one you tricked me with, I thought, okay, is this going to be just a normal penguin? Then I realized it's eating a walrus. I thought that was a fish at first, but it has 2 dead walruses. I think there was a play of words on this. It's not an emperor penguin, it's a penguin emperor. He rules over the penguin domain. All of them bow before him. Let's say he doesn't have any sort of magic, crazy laser fire powers or anything. He is just a huge penguin, but he can slide on his belly at super rapid speed. He's immune to cold, huge bite and claw attacks. Just to go with that extra speed thing, he also can teleport. I'd say it costs icy service, but even just through reality, yeah, he breaks through it.
And what is his challenge rating?
This guy is a 12, and he's immune to cold damage, of course, maybe even like resistant to lightning damage, and immune to all psychic attacks.
It's called the Imperator.
Okay, see, yeah, this is where I'm going. Okay, not quite the same, but...
Psychic?
Oh!
Challenge 11, you're very close.
Okay, alright, I respect this guy.
So they're just massive emperor penguins.
Okay, so while I was giving kind of a tongue-in-cheek response before, I'm actually really kind of thrilled that I was correct on these.
Really accurate.
Being partly having like some like psychic powers.
It's more intelligent than the average animal.
And the name Imperator being like along the lines of him being an emperor, immune to cold, penguin telepathy, can command any penguin within 120 feet of it. Okay, this is where I was talking about like the speed, because I think penguins can slide on their belly. This guy has a toboggan charge.
Colonies of emperor penguins sometimes fall under the sway of the Imperator. Those that remain under the influence of one for more than one season change both physically and in temperament, so they will become larger, smarter, and more aggressive.
These guys are really cool. That's a very dangerous penguin. You'd see your perspective would be like messed up. You see on the horizon, you see what's a normal penguin, and just as you get closer and closer, you realize that you slightly misjudged the scale of it.
I can see that penguin really clearly from like 1,000 miles
I
away.
think you've shown me some great new options today.
There were some other ones I really wanted to show you too, but I did a little mix of silly ones that you would like.
If you want to just take your players by surprise, then definitely recommend checking some of these out. There's some cool stuff.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this one. What was your favorite one?
Oh, man. The ones I'm probably most likely to use probably the samurai crab, just for my personal preference, but also their nice low challenge rating. I would love to have you guys actually fight the Imperator penguin, but
we can't for a long time.
It's going to be a while before we get to level 12, where I just feel like throwing out a random giant penguin encounter, but it was pretty neat for sure. I like that idea a lot. I also like the lotus zombie creature, like the idea of having it be disguised as a reflection on the water that you guys can't fight until right now. That's pretty neat.
Another thing I wanted to mention as well, just because I didn't cover any of them, is that there's a lot of like offshoots of already known creatures that have different types of kobolds, different types of dragons. I just didn't pick them because I knew you were going to know kind of what they were generally, which is why I only chose the elemental. So if you're interested in just like different variants of creatures you're already familiar with, they're definitely in here as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know down below if you have any of these, what your favorite creatures are, or what some of your other favorite third-party creatures are. And until next time, we'll see you soon.